So today I'm going to show you these three landing pages. This one here, this one here, and this one here, and we'll check out what we can learn from these landing pages today, and maybe we can give our 2 cents on them. So let's start with the first one. That's from Daniel Priestley. Actually, he just posted this on his YouTube channel a couple of days, no, literally a day ago, 21 hours ago, where he invites you to his Q&A session. So let me show you that. This is the one. Now, obviously, I'm looking at the PC version, and Daniel Priestley is obviously a key person of influence, as his website indicates. He's a well-known author and does all sorts of other things, amongst which he has an application called Score App. As far as I'm concerned, that's the name of it. And that app basically helps you create these templates or use his templates to grab leads. So if the man is using his own app to do that, you can immediately turn around and say the guy actually knows what he's talking about. Why this is an amazing landing page. Now, everything is within reach of literally one scroll, or without one scroll, you can have all the information you need. So you don't even have to scroll all the way to the bottom of the page. You have everything here. So even if you don't scroll, you just listen to the VSL. And the best part is, which is a great idea, and I think that we should implement this as well, all of us, is his VSL is subtitled. So even if you don't listen to it because you're at work or something, or you are waiting for the bus and you don't have your earphones with you, you can just simply read this, right? So, which is good. You can listen to this without a sound as well. There we go. So we can do this. Amazing. Now, in 2 minutes and 20 something seconds, he explains all the information that you need to know, whether you want to register for this free event or not. He says it's a free 60-minute workshop. So you know you're getting something that you can work with. You're getting some sort of value for free, and it's going to take you 60 minutes. I think this is amazing. Good stuff. It's good to start with this, okay? Learn the simple 5-step process to becoming the most well-known, respected, and sought-after person in your industry for free. Good. Absolutely wonderful stuff. Now, he does these live, and as far as I'm concerned, he has these three in February, probably he's going to do it again in March, or he's just going to use the best or greatest hits of these three combined, and it's going to run evergreen after that. Now, registration page, absolutely fine. That's wonderful. I don't understand why anybody wants the first name and the last name. Why is it both required? Now, when it comes to email marketing, obviously you're going to call people in their first name. So you're going to call people, hey, Dan, hey, Carlos, hey, Susanna. You're not going to call them in their full name. Hey, Carlos Reyes, what's happening with you? Right? So I don't understand why this is required. It could be a pain in the ass, especially for people who just don't want to give you all their information, despite the fact that privacy is non-existent on the internet anymore, or in private life anymore. But at the end of the day, I think it's just an extra step. So let's say I'm just going to say, hey, I'm Miss Carlos. Cool. I'm just going to put my email. Why is the mobile number? Why is that required? Why is it important? Okay, no problem. And I'm gonna hit start, and then it's going to take me back here, say, "Hey, you forgot your last name," and you immediately lost me. So, from my point of view, this is something that I would change. Last name shouldn't be required at all times, because what am I going to use it for? Mobile numbers, same thing, unless they have some sort of an offer at the end of the workshop where people can apply for, I don't know, a high ticket product. Then obviously the mobile number is there. Well, in another case as well, if you want to use text message alerts, but then why do people give you their emails? I don't understand this. This is just the reason why I'm hissifitting on this is because These are extra steps. So this is one extra step, two extra step before somebody can press the start button and register for the event. Your call, obviously, Daniel Priestley is a more successful person than I am. I'm just, a stupid guy on the internet doing this for 10 years, trying to learn something from somebody who's better than him. So, but anyway, I would do this completely differently. This one here, in this web class, you will learn. I think, from my point of view, this is totally useless. Yeah, whether you like it or not, this is totally useless. Why? Because this too should be able to tell you why you should register for this event. Although it's free, it's a workshop, and this is what you're going to learn, this should be enough of an incentive for somebody to join this event. Unless, obviously, you run ads, but he actually posted this here. So he just used all this to tell everybody why is it important for them to join their event. So I don't understand why you need all this extra clickable, whatever, non-clickable, but scrollable thingy. Where, and this is the important part, you don't have this, right? So here you don't have that. So why do you want people to come here when there's nothing to take action on? You want people to come here and give you their first name and email address ASAP. That's the only thing you want. So I don't understand why Dan is doing this, but if you guys are cleverer than me, let me know why is this important right here. Again, secure your spot on the workshop. If I click on this, yeah, this one comes up. But then again, this is really important real estate. One scroll, two scroll, and still no button. And then on the third scroll, I've got a button. I don't think so that this is viable here, but obviously he knows better than I do, right? This is why I would do it differently. Now let's go to James Smith. James Smith, he's an amazing dude. I got to know him because of Ed Lawrence. James has multiple links right here, but the one that I chose today is this one here. He has this 30-day email free course kind of thing. And I think this is an amazing, if not the best landing page for this kind of thing. Now, let me tell you this, okay? Everything is here on the most important real estate, which is basically whatever loads in, that's yours. Second of all, the background is dark. Why? Let me go back here and see. I use the dark theme on YouTube. I use the dark theme on Chrome. I use the dark theme on multiple websites. Why? Because I use these websites at night. So it hurts my eyes to see the white flash that these have around my eyes. So if I'm come in here, I'm comfortable with the dark background. And if I click on his thingy here and it comes in white, I'm gonna go dead blind right away, especially at night. So I like the fact that he did not use a full black background, but he used himself in a dark background, so it gives some sort of a natural feel to it. And again, this guy is a genius because he knows that I want people to press this button AS freaking AP. Look, he only has the email thingy there. He wants your email. That's it. He's going to call you buddy, friend, whatever in the emails. He's not going to use personalization in his emails. He's just going to need he learned his lesson. I'm pretty sure that he had something like this when there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 required, 6 required things here that you need to type in. And he knows that all you want to do is give your email and that's it. And give me that 30-day thingy. Because he knows he has 30 days to convince you anyway. So he doesn't even need to know your name. He will find it out later when you join his course. Actually, I went through this earlier, a couple of months ago, and it's basically 30 really important and really funny tips sometimes. But his emails actually represent the fact that he knows his audience big time. He knows his audience. He knows the kind of jokes that he should be cracking with his audience. So he's okay. But then again, 30 days, 30 insights, 30 ways to optimize your business. Okay. Build, develop, and scale your business with actionable and genuinely useful, which is a which is a great addition right here. You see, he knows his audience. Daily insights from me to your inbox over the next 30 days. It's completely free. Just give me your best email address so I can send them your way. Easy as that. Now, right here, obviously, this is something that comes off of his website. If I was him, I wouldn't use this. Why? Because first of all, you don't need people to click on support because they haven't bought anything from you yet. You don't need acceptable use policy. If you do, yeah, then obviously keep that link over there. Fair enough. For privacy policy, cool. Or our customer goods terms and conditions. You are not selling anything right here. Website terms and conditions. This is not a website, mate. This is a squeeze page. Piracy policy, refund policy. Again, you're not selling anything. Cool, cool. Why do you have the sign in button here? Why is it powered by Genflow? Why do you need to have your Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok right here? And it's all in working order as well, not just placeholders. Why do you want people to go to your Instagram, YouTube, TikTok instead of giving you their shit? So if I was him, I would delete the footer and only leave the privacy policy, maybe, because that's important. But who am I to judge, right? This guy is making, as far as I'm concerned, 4, 5 million bucks a year, easy. Who am I to judge him? Anyway, I'm just a stupid YouTuber who says what's on his chest. So let's jump to the next one. Now, the next one is self-sufficient meat and rabbits. Now, don't laugh, okay, and don't make me laugh. The reason why I've got this is totally random. So I typed in how to butcher a chicken into YouTube, and then YouTube actually gave me a suggestion for rabbits. I said, okay, how to butcher a rabbit? Let's see what's coming up. And this was the first channel, and lo and behold, this channel. I'm going to show you that. This is it. This channel had multiple things here. Okay, sign ups, whatever. But this one caught my eye. Meet Rabbit's course, and I was thinking, okay, what is this guy's deal? So I checked out his videos, and apparently this guy does everything: survival to how to make bow and arrow, turtle bag, uh, campfire, bushcraft, all sorts of other things. So he's all over the place. And I thought, why does he have a a meet rabbits course? Probably because one of his most popular videos, as you can see, Dispatch and Butcher Like a Pro, How to Raise and Butcher Meat Rabbits Complete Guide, has 2 million views for roughly a year or so. So this was his most viewed video by far, by a mile, as you can see here. I'm at the popular, yeah. So this was his most popular video, and probably under the 2 million views, he had like 10,000 comments saying, if you would have a course, I would buy it. So probably that's why he created this course. Now, this is the one, okay? And we know I used Teachable before. I used to use Teachable, and we know that Teachable is probably the worst place where you can create a landing page. Now, let me tell you this. This is the most important real estate. Whatever loads first, that's the most important real estate. First of all, it's ugly as hell. Second of all, it's very hard to read, and there's literally no point telling people what the title of the course is. You need to tell people what they're going to get if they buy this course. Because if you click here, you already told them that this is a Meet Rabbits course. So they should know that these are talking about how to raise self-sufficient meat rabbits. Enrolling course, fair enough, the button is there, but obviously the most important real estate didn't give me enough incentive to press that button, and that's the worst color for a button. As you can see, there's literally no need for this hero image there. Now, here, self-sufficient meat rabbits, what you will learn. Nobody's going to read this, first of all, because it's just one big text, and second of all, it's too much. If it was 3 sentences, like this long, a little bit bigger, and maybe just lose the freaking picture because nobody needs this, that would have worked. Here, this, I think, works on PC. I know I used Teachable a couple of years ago, and this works way better on mobile phones, which is a good thing. But other than that, uh, literally no point. A little about me. Okay, unless you run ads and people come from your YouTube channel, You don't need to tell them about yourself because nobody buys you, nobody cares about you. They buy the outcome. So curriculum, that's something that you might want to put out there. Fair enough. Justifies the price in this case. So it's only 6 videos, but roughly about 2 hours worth of content and resources. So that's 78.65. It basically I think it's a conversion for me to euros. Probably it's a full amount. But long story cut short, why? Let's keep in touch. Subscribe to the mailing list and receive the latest updates. I give you something, okay? This is a funny thing. Once they buy the course, they have the button. Let me just show you that. They have a button here that they can press to opt in. Here. There you go. Opt in. So this is what you want to customize right here. Let me go back. I'll show you this because you have the buy the course button here. You want people to press this and go to the checkout page. You have this here, and people think, oh, I can give you my email address. Okay, let me just press this button first, okay? And then they subscribe, and then this takes them to a different page, not back here, right? So you lose this immediately. You want people to click the button right here. And if I was you, brother, okay, here's a button, worst place and worst color ever, but who cares? If it works, right? One button here. I would put yet another button here and little about me, lose this bit, and then you've got the curriculum and one button here. So you've got 3 options. You give them 3 occasions to press the button, if you know what I mean. But yeah, I would definitely work on the colors. I know, and I know, and I'm being frank with you. Teachable is one of the worst places or worst tools to build a landing page with. I know for a fact. But at the end of the day, this is one of the great examples. One of my next videos is going to, I've got my notes, is going to talk about ugly YouTube landing pages that convert better than professional ones. I'm going to show you a couple of them that looks like this, and I know for a fact that they convert like crazy. So probably this is one of them as well. That is ugly, that is not to the point, goes against all the, how should I put it, all the rules that people professionals make about creating landing pages, but still works, still sells. We'll find out. Anyway, I didn't want to break anyone's heart. I didn't want to hurt James or this gentleman or Dan Priestley, but I just give you my 2 cents on things. And I think this is the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. If you have anything to share, there's a comment button below, comment whatever, give it there. Leave a video for you to watch. Dude, I'm so tired. Listen, just watch this video, leave a comment, subscribe. See you in the next one. Love you guys. Thank you. Take care. See ya. Bye-bye.